Every now and again, we'll get this demo reel dropping on YouTube that showcases what if X old video game was remade in the Unreal Engine. Ocarina of Time, The Witcher 3, and of course, Skyrim. And I'm sure while watching these videos, you probably asked yourself, well, if the Unreal Engine can make video games look so good, then how come Bethesda doesn't use it? Well, as it turns out, they have some pretty good reasons for using their own. So today, we're gonna take a quick look at why Bethesda doesn't use Unreal Engine. Now, before we can really get into this topic, we need to take a look at why Unreal Engine is so good for game developers. And there are a few pretty big points here. For one, there's a lot there that's already built by the Unreal Engine, and it makes creating your new world significantly easier. Foliage systems, lighting, atmospheric fog, even a physics engine, and a very versatile rigging system. And, of course, the blueprint system, which can help fast-track some of the more tedious bits of programming. These are all things that can save a developer a ton of time and help them get right into making the game they want to make. Additionally, Unreal Engine has the benefit of constantly being improved and upgraded, and if there's a problem, eventually the developers are going to be able to get around to fixing it and making it work the way it's supposed to. But as good as that sounds, it's actually a double-edged sword. After all, the more a game engine gets updated, the more it can break the game that you're working on. Which means once you do start making the game and writing all the code, you really can't do any updates at all. Fortunately, the Unreal Engine developers do try their best to minimize this being a problem, but it's still something you have to be aware of, and if you've been making a game on Unreal Engine 4 and you're like, damn, I really like the new features on Unreal Engine 5, you're probably gonna have some major problems trying to shift over to the new one. But even minor updates still have the possibility of breaking functionality on something that you probably thought was totally finished and now is totally broken. But perhaps a bigger issue would be the fact that since this is being developed by a third party, if you happen to run into a problem that Unreal Engine just isn't able to handle, there's not really a whole lot you can do. If you're somebody big like Bethesda, you could probably pressure the devs into focusing on that issue, but you're still entirely dependent on their time frame and whether or not their fix is actually going to be what you're looking for. However, Bethesda doesn't have that problem. Since they make their own game engine, if there is something that's completely fucked, they can just go in and make just enough of a change to make it work without completely ruining everything they've built. Additionally, Bethesda's creation engine is very streamlined. It's specifically designed to make a Bethesda game, and that's something that it's incredibly good at. Even things like quests are far more simple and easy to build than it would be in Unreal Engine, where it's actually incredibly complicated. And of course, there's the Radiant AI, which sure isn't utilized as well in Skyrim or Fallout, but it's still a program that does not exist anywhere else. And this really showcases what Bethesda considers important when it comes to their games. The graphical fidelity and epic lighting and good rigging animations. It's all just not nearly as necessary for them. However, there's one really big factor that as the players is probably the most important to us. And is something that we would lose if they did try to switch to like Unreal Engine or Unity or whatever. And that is the modding. If it wasn't for Bethesda having their own engine that they can share with us and is so mod friendly, we wouldn't have all these amazing mods that we do. And massive projects like Skyblivion and Enderall just would not exist. And it's for that very reason why having their own game engine just makes the most sense. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time in another video. Oh, and also follow me on Twitter. I guess, you don't really have to. There's a link in the description. Goodbye.